take the field for the first time. Power football with the run. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll give it to the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. The Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put...
There he goes! Touchdown, Tigers! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him redirect.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Here's the handoff. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Guys, we talk about games that just somehow get away from you. I don't think there was a better example last year than that classic between LSU and South Carolina in which the Gamecocks did every single thing except finish.
Well, they got out to an early start, but they didn't get a lot of help from the referees, that's for sure. There were some very questionable calls in that game. At the end of the day, though, good teams find ways to win games. Garrett Nussmeier and LSU pulled it out.
They did find a way to pull it out, but how about what this game could have meant for South Carolina? Like, they could have been in the college football playoff, and you talk about the refs, they were awful. I mean, the INT returned to the house, but we accidentally touched the quarterback or breathed on him. Some bad breaks, and South Carolina is not forgetting it.
Throws to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Jacobs. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
That's got to feel really good for this quarterback. It's early in the game, so these 3rd downs are big. You're trying to get your offense into a rhythm and a flow. Nice job reading the defense. A beautiful pass.
Looking to pass. It's Sellers. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
Good, wide open, big play opportunity. Hits him right between the numbers. You got to make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was me. That was on me. My bad. Give me another opportunity later on.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Working that left side now. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the 1st down. Now, LaNorris Sellers was sensational down the stretch last season when the Gamecocks won 6 of 7 games. Sellers threw 18 touchdowns, only 3 picks. What would you like to see from him, David, for the Gamecocks to become a force in the SEC?
It's not running, Reese. Like, we saw the physicality in the big runs, like, throughout the season, especially against Clemson ending the season last year. But to me, it's the passing game. It's the staying on schedule. It's knowing his answers and making the easy play sometimes. Continue to evolve as a passer with that.
Turning it on! They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Gamecocks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Gets away. And the Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Sellers. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. He's got the back in the middle. He stopped short, and it's fourth down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'll leave it with him. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
On the ground with the counter. Got enough for the first. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Man, this guy is so scary when he has the ball in his hands. He kind of reminds me, he's got a little bit of Leonard Fournette. He's got a little bit of Clyde Edwards-Helaire, you know, just that shake and bake. And when they get in the second level, DBs just don't seem to know how to tackle this guy. You don't want to submarine. He might hurl over you, but if you don't go in with conviction, and he's got the speed to get outside and take it the distance. This dude just makes your heart stop every time he has the ball.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. The sure hands, it's Durham. Into enemy territory, and out of bounds at the 48. Think about when Garrett Nussmeier goes into the quarterback room at LSU, and there are giant murals of Joe Burrow and Jaden Daniels. Heisman winners. Jesse, that's some pressure. But, man, if he can cut down on the turnovers, he might join them.
Yeah, there's no question about it, Reese. This guy has a lot of talent. I really also just appreciate the fact that he stayed put at LSU. And in an era of college football where especially quarterbacks are transferred.
It's a running room. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. LSU with the first and 10 here. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So now with first and goal, let's see what LSU does here. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. 6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with second and 4. Rides the back on the option to give. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. They want to dance their way in on third and goal. Fighting his way for every every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stopped short of the goal line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So the offense will try to punch it in here on 4th and goal from the 1. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out. This noise is deafening, trying to keep this offense from being able to operate. The inside handoff. And they didn't pick up any extra room to operate, but they at least got it back to the original line of scrimmage. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Right back to the well. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the grab close to the logo. Can they catch him? Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. No need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. On the ground, it's Perry. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Makes the grab. Finds a crease at the 20. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You get a little bit of time to throw, you can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. In the red area, it's Durham. And this one will be stopped for no gain. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
They go to the draw.
Well, they try to go with the draw out of the shotgun, but just way too much penetration allowed up front. That defensive line just took that play over.
They get off the rock really fast, get in the backfield. The offensive linemen are supposed to push them upfield. Quarterback's got to sell it. Not anything really in that play in sync, and it doesn't go anywhere.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Off-play action on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Bennett. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Grabbed in the middle, it's Smith. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You can flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Punt is in the air on fourth down. Here's the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can... Breaks into the open. The 30. Inside the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Man, we have a winner between Ohio State and Illinois. Who's taking home the Illibuck? Let's find out. Illinois came away with the win today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks in Champaign had to sweat things out for much of the second half. Could have been better, but it certainly could have been worse. Big implications today and a notable result as one team trends upward and the other has some work to do.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air, it's Sellers. He uncorks one deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it at the 30. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Red pass, it's complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And the Gamecocks have taken it inside the 20. From the gun, the running back has it. Smashes ahead.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on it.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. After After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Got his man down the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Here's the pressure. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Leaves it with the running back. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Grab near the marker. It's Bennett. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. First down here for the offense. To throw, it's Sellers. Fires to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, South Carolina.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, heat that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. The run from the shotgun. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Looking for space. It's Durham. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical. And a nice job getting into the green.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking. on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling with quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. The kick is on its way. Blocked those heels at the 10 and didn't go backwards. He makes the fair catch there. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. From the gun, give on the inside. He stopped at the 15, not enough for the first down, and you'd think we'd see the punt team. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Gamecocks will punt it away on 4th down. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Unleashes one deep. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Baton Rouge. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in Baton Rouge.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Gamecocks will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is enough.
Oh, he's got some space. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. LSU right back to the line.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Trying to get behind the defense. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. He's got the sideline going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll try the run. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Here's a heat. He's got it. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. Touchdown, LSU! And that one will put him up here in the 2nd half. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Handoff from the gun. That keeps the running game churning. Pickup of 5 to the 23.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide.
Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to throw. It's Sellers. Looking for a big gain. He's got it inside the 30. And he's brought down after making the big catch, but not before he picks up more than 40.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. This crowd knows when to bring it. Out of the gun, they give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for the...
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. On the move, it's Perry. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Gives it on the option. He has the first and still on his feet. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Oftentimes when offenses get a first down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo. You're seeing them now go hurry up.
The give to the tailback. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Brown. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long. And you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break. And they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play.
Back's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. He breaks a tackle. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. Finally corralled, but not before he picks up the first down. And the Gamecocks are in the hurry-up.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Complete disaster there. He loses 10. The Gamecocks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Finds his man. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Quickly out to the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but has held really strong, put up some good numbers.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure.
Touchdown Gamecocks, and they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he puts it down the middle, and the lead is 3 here in the final period. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. Makes the catch. It's Berry. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield and created the negative play.
Makes the grab. It's Anderson. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that first down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these 3rd downs present themselves.
They'll run for it. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
I think we're going to see more and more of this in college football. It used to be that if it was 4th and inches and you're on your own side of the field, you automatically punt. But I like that play call there. With their offensive line and their ability to run the football, just go out and get it and keep it dropping.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the right. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. And the Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. Third and long from the 30-yard line, and this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It is perfect. We are all tied up here in the fourth.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. This offense had a really good opportunity here, and they just spit it up with the fumble.
And I'm so impressed with the defense. This has been a long, hard-fought, tight game. It's been...
There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, the ground game. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll try to power their way ahead. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
Not sexy at all, right? Just hand the ball to the running back. Could I pull it? Yeah, but I want to get that first down. Nice job understanding the situation of the game, going and getting the first down, and getting a fresh set of downs.
Touchdown, LSU! They move on top here in the 4th. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Fires to the wideout. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really...
He lets it fly. He's got it along the sideline. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the big fella. He goes out of bounds after picking up a few at the 35-yard line. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. The give to the back. Sweet cut there. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll try to get it through the air. A little screen to the running back.
Man, this defense just has so much speed. You saw it on that third down play. The offense is trying to get a quick one, see if they can get a block and maybe spree a guy free. The pursuit, wow, that was so good defensively.
Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And I like it. Very smart defense. Understanding the clock. Understanding they're going to try to push the ball down the field. Great job playing deep. Breaking on the football. Making sure that receiver doesn't catch it. Smart IQ defense.
Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
Guys at the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. And you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Back to pass, it's Sellers. Going for 6. Touchdown, South Carolina. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They had to stand by and watch that scoring mark. Turning it on! Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. Just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
The Tigers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They're going to ride this running back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Not much time left, but the offense has a shot to end this one in regulation. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the back. Wrestled down at that 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. What a finish we have unfolding here. The offense in the waning moments and a chance to take the lead. A first down run in the red zone. Touchdown, Tigers! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And that is exactly what you want from this offense. Take almost all the clock, execute, and now go out and take a lead by a touchdown. Great, flawless execution by this offense.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Oh, they're after him. Brings a tackle, and he's got room. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams. And that's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Ballman.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. Two ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.